which is the biggest map to date.
Alright,
Still
so,
is.
I couldn't get the truck parked. Disasters almost happened. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna play it safe at this point. I almost went in the creek twice. So we're about to play it safe.
Make sure you use protection.
Not that kind of protection.
Well, I said protection regardless, though, right?
Yeah, no sense in arguing.
I
with
realized
that.
I left my treat down the stairs. It was cherry slices. I left cherry slices downstairs. Dang nabbit.
So bad, you would do anything. Yeah, to make them understand. Said his full name for me. Snap into a Slim Jim. Jacket smells.
I was running around my game, and all of a sudden I noticed that some shit was fucked up. What's up with that?
I warned you about the budget, Deadpool. You literally blew all the money.
Budget? What the hell, man?
Dad, you do realize all games have budget.
Peter, sweetheart, let me remind you that my website got 15 million hits the weekend we announced. 1 million? What? 1 million? 2? Cough it up.
Figured I'd get some practice of driving the wheel.
And he's got some podcast content.
I wouldn't call it podcast content.
The Vader, for the ones who are
So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Keeping it real with random topics.
And not the first time I've actually recorded on that ATS video where we were talking about random shit.
Yeah, a while back. It was like last year, I think.
Oh, my back.
Yeah, it was like me, you, Mario, Nate, and Isaac.
Yeah. That motherfucker needs to come back.
I know, dude. I keep putting prayers in him for prayer requests. I hope he's alright.
Same. He's like,
Dude, he's like ghosted everybody.
Maybe he's doing something
I
else.
that too, but
Maybe
I
he
just
landed a
hope
wife and kids.
Or maybe he had a big project going on. He doesn't feel like talking about it.
Yeah, there's that.
That too.
And it is officially raining in American Truck Simulator in Missouri, where I'm located at concurrently.
It's pronounced misery. It's a shit state.
Ranger
Just Ohio?
Ohio's cool.
What? Ohio's great. I have an uncle who lives in Ohio. Not like a direct uncle, like a grandfather or brother. All my jokes I say about Missouri are jokes. I also joke about my state.
Kentucky.
It's like, "Hey, I'm the chicken bourbon state. I'm alcoholic and I'm fat and obese. I am fat.
I thought it was New York.
No, that's pizza and mobsters.
Yeah, which, funny enough, how the hell do I have a following out of New York City? I'd like to fucking know.
And L.A.
And Chirac. And I can say that. I can say that. I got cousins in Chicago, alright? I can say that. And this is on my mom's side. But then again, they're all moving out of Chicago. They're like, nah, we sick of getting shot at.
I don't blame them.
I'm like, please, leave that one dumb motherfucker up there. The one they call the proverbial Pookie of the family. Like, leave his ass up there.
I didn't know you had a Pookie.
Everybody's got a Pookie in the family.
I don't got a Pookie in the family.
That
Same
you
here.
love.
I rarely
was
get that.
walking the streets with Big Jesus when we looks up and sees a commotion. Meowthew, aka Money Grabber's guy, was
Big
taking
Jesus?
a phantom tax on my bro's chicken nuggets. Negative aura for sure. But Big J looks at Meowthew with compassions, even when everyone else
that Brain
hated
Right?
Money Grabber's guy. Meowthew, I want you to follow me, says the bless
Hello.
you guy. We was walking the streets with Big
Yes, that's the stuff my favorite cousin, whose name is going to remain nameless because, you know.
We're recording.
I'm gonna give him a cool name. I'm gonna call him Jet. I'll call him his online gamer tag. I'll call him Jim Bob. That has nothing to do with his actual name.
All right, Jim Bob will do.
Jim Bob McGee. He sends me brain rot on Facebook. Like the straight up the. Hold on. Do I have some of it saved? I got Hank being brain rot.
I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately. It's almost like we have an imposter among us.
POV Hank to Walt season 5.
Do what you're gonna do.
Dang.
Hey, Justy Busty. Got a message from your father.
I shouldn't have to.
Where's the brain rot?
Maybe that's a sign from God you don't need to be watching Brain Right.
No, because I'm going through my liked. It's in my liked. Because it's educational Christian brain rot.
You know, speaking of which, that was something I told all those guys in the server. It's like, stay off of Christian TikTok. It's full of brain rot and
Cancer.
Yep. Cancer, fear mongering, and brain rot.
I should know firsthand. I've seen it.
Your favorite Zelda?
Buddies, I'm doing 15 over.
This is going to get cut out because there's licensed music, so I'll turn it down.
Oh, that's dope.
Good lord, I hate the fucking Jake brakes in this truck. It's like, it sounds like shit. It's a Peterbilt. It's supposed to be a fire-breathing dragon, not Taco Bell.
No, wait. Gonzo, this is the one that I showed him after he came and visited.
Yeah.
was Bing Chillings at Bible study, ready to play 10 Commandments hot potato. I had a crush on Betty Bingus, so tonight I was gonna ask her on a date, when suddenly we gets a knock on the doors. To my utter horror, I looks up and sees him, Kenneth Copeland's. Skibbity-doo-bed, gives me money for a jet, he says Copelandsley. My boomer grandma immediately writes the checks for $1 more billion, promptly plunging us into
Oh my
bankruptcy.
god.
Now I has no monies to take Betty Bingus on a date. So much for prosperity gospels.
Which he ain't lying.
He's not!
He's not lying.
No, this one's worse.
Walking's in the Garden of Eden with my jinkies out, per usual.
With the jinkies
When I saw
out.
the woman eating the forbidden fruits. It will make you super based, said the stinky snake guy.
Not the
I
beast.
took a bite of the fruits, and to my utter horror, I realized my jinkies have been hanging out this whole time in broad daylight. I cannot let God finds me like this, bros.
Not the jinkies.
Stinky snake guy. It will make you super based. You mean tactical dork?
Yes, tactical dork, yes. That will get cut out.
You're a... I was about to say, I caught you.
Well, you know I'm going to cut most of this out.
Yeah.
We was Bing spreading the holy gospel when suddenly Paul heals a bro who couldn't walks. When the local Larry saw it, they totally thought me and Paul's were Greek gods. When they tried to worship us, Paul totally crashed out. On site, the Greeks are freaks. We's are bros, just like you guys,
Greeks
Paul
are
says
freaks.
pollishly. It's time to set aside the silly myths and lock in on the one true God.
Because it's religious?
Not because it's religious, but because of that final part. I cannot
Did you
mention. Yes, I can't mention that. I cannot mention that on video. I will get in so much trouble.
Well, at least you can keep the Greeks or freaks part. That's educational.
But you ain't lying about that part.
Okay, so let me...
So I'm in cattle country
Wait.
somewhere.
I love yummers. Gonzo stat one. Me, my DM'd you.
Yeah.
Lady.
Hear me tonight.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I could play sailing for you because you never heard it. Do you see what he means when he says it's about finding father figures?
Yeah.
You see why it hits me? In my emotions. I gotta stop being a Christopher Cross fan, but I can't. He's so good. Oh, my money going out on the town.
Ah, shit, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, Joe. My dad's pretty, so he speaks broken English. It's
Oh,
very funny,
shit.
though. Because when he gets mad at me, he tells me to go mow the yard. But he doesn't say it right. He goes, go mow yard. No, Dad, it's raining. I don't care, mow yard. And he thinks I joke way too much. Because one time he told me to go mow the lawn, and he goes, go mow Ron. I think Ron's going to get pissed about that, Dad. You make everything funny. My buddies love to hear him talk, because they think he sounds like Astro on the Jetsons. They'll call him up and hang up on him. He'll go, parole, click. Must have been one of your friends. Who, Jetson? Go mow yard.
Oh, Henry Cho, you're a funny man. He's the most Southern Asian in existence.
You should hear one of my cousins.
Wait, go to the comments.
What?
Asian John Stamos. Theo and Bobby's love child. Henry.
Oh, not that commercial again. That's a stalker song.
Or if you're dating someone, it's a I'm lonely even though they just left 5 minutes ago. It's a good song though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on a Yacht Rock CD I'm getting for my birthday that I'm buying myself. That's a simp song.
That is a simp song. You better not pull out in front of me.
Oh, shit, I was gonna hit.
Yeah, there's a, that's kind of funny how many simp songs there is, but there's never really any, like, true love songs. It's just a bunch of simp shit.
Oh no, wait, no, there is one. There is one true, but it's not like a husband-wife, it's a father-daughter love.
Well, that's different. I'm talking about romance, not, parental child type stuff.
I got one.
Well, what's that?
I just called to say you owe $1,500 in back taxes.
Alright, get it stopped.
But if we're talking like parental child love, Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder is the best parental love song.
Yeah.
I just love shaking my ass.
Careful, you'll have the gooners go crazy.
Why am I taking
Ooh, swing it. I just damaged the building. Alright, let's see if I can actually back this up. Nope, wrong way, wrong
Look,
way.
Gonzo, can confirm the native Orthodox that I've seen,
Yeah.
they're Alaskan. I could tell because of the facial hair.
Well, that's nice.
Then it's just, you know, you see, that's where most of the native Orthodox I imagine are at is Alaska.
Yep. Alright. Alright, almost had it. Almost had her.
Get her.
This isn't a Christian.
Oh, you sleep with a fan? What do you do when it's cold outside?
Sleep with a fan.
I tell you what I do when it's cold outside.
I get more blankets.
Oh,
No, it's funny because my aunt, the fun aunt, I'll call her type 2 because she's diabetic.
God damn it.
Calling it
She,
that.
when I, well, that's what she is. Well, when I visit sometimes, like when I had to help her take care of little buddies back a few years ago,
Yeah.
she kept the house ice cold at night.
That's actually the best house.
Oh yeah, like it was so cold you could sit your pop on the floor and within an hour you could drink it ice cold. That's how you know it's good.
I almost had her. Almost had her nice and backed up.
It sounded good.
Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me cutting the wheel. Not like that.
Oh,
That's it. That's it. That's it. Got it. I got it. Why is that so funny?
because it's Rob Weedoff.
It's like I
It's
was
John
not
Marston.
I wasn't expecting that. Like just to hear John Marston go skibbity riz.
Lego does have
How do you feel about you're in the 5 level?
Ooh, that thing roaring.
make sure that the world is well known and it is heard.
Cats are strange.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them.
We know.
Do you have any that scream like actual little children?
One time we did.
Nice. That's sort of rare.
Okay, I'm actually liking how this Volvo sounds. Alright, ain't nothing coming. Hey, figured I'd do some bull hauling while I'm at it. Oh, cattle hauling. I'll just say this, cattle haulers, by far, those guys are something else. They're up there with log truckers, just minus their dope. Because, like, look.
Guys,
alright,
it's storming.
is it?
I must be in Missouri.
Well, technically, this one is in Missouri, but I'm going to Kansas.
Bro, went from rain to tornadoes.
If I want tornadoes, I'll just go stand outside my door and go look for them.
Bro's watching for them like bird spotters.
Because I'm still trying to get the. Because, like, look, I'm trying to get one where it's not raining, so that way I can take, like, a photo for an album cover.
Hell yeah.
I already know what I want to do in it.
These nuts.
Now, how does these nuts count? What am I supposed to do? Flash the tornado?
You never know. It doesn't hurt until you try.
Like, what's going to happen? The goddess of wind going to come down after that?
Maybe.
You know what they say about the goddess of wind? She gives one hell of a blowjob.
Yeah, and then after all the sucking and blowing, there goes your house.
Oh yeah, she divorces you too and takes your house.
That's because women are considered natural destruction. Nature's, um, damn it.
Natural disasters.
Yeah, that's the word.
Isn't that because there's also that thing called Hell Hath No Fury, like Warm and Scorn?
Yeah.
We are say so as we can be.
It's Volvo kicking.
Let these two fight each other. Oops. Oh shit. Back up, back up, back off.
Hey, get in the other lane, jackass! You see me coming down to merge into traffic, and you all up in the lane. You know, this Volvo is really getting going. But then again, I don't do the whole, you know, which truck is better. To me, a big rig's a big rig. Alright, good. Now that I got the cruise control going, I'm going to drive like an actual cattle hauler. You know, funny enough, I haven't bought a truck in this game yet.
And how does that make you feel?
Fuck if I know.
It's a fucking food truck, you dumbass.
I am optional fries. Guys, I'm driving right now. Go to me.
You know, I do have a shifter, I just don't have the actual shift knob to do this game on an actual simulator yet.
Guys, if you were to meet any, like, director of any sort of film, who would you want to meet?
Any director?
Any director.
I would want to meet Alfred Hitchcock.
I want to meet Koichi Sakamoto.
Now, if we're talking about a live, you know, let me meet Quentin Tarantino.
He seems wild.
Now, if we're
There's a
gonna
reason
talk,
I say Koichi.
Yeah. Well, who's what did Koichi direct?
Power Rangers. He was an action director for SPD.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like all the wire food you see, that's him. He's a big fan of wire work. He loves it.
You know, if we're gonna talk about book authors, I want to meet Hunter S. Thompson just so that way I can blow up propane bottles with nitroglycerin. Which, yes, that is a real thing he did with Johnny Depp, considering they both were from Kentucky. And according to the story that Johnny Depp told, since they both were from Kentucky and they were both country as hell, let's blow something up.
Yes.
Of course, it was funny because
Oh, fun fact.
Johnny was talking about smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "What's that?" And he said Hunter looks up at him and says, "Oh, this is nitroglycerin," and he automatically puts the cigarette out. Of course, what was funny, like, Hunter S. Thompson called him Colonel. And he was talking about he was downstairs and he was sitting on something, and he had like a lit cigarette smoking downstairs in this man's basement. And then finally he looks at what he's sitting on and he realizes he is sitting on a crate of TNT with a lit cigarette.
Bro's sitting under a crate of trinitrotoluene with a lit cigarette.
And it was funny because he tells Hunter about it, and Hunter looks at him and says, "Good Lord, Colonel, you could have blown us to bits." Like, I'm sorry,
fun
but I
fact,
don't want to go to Kingdom Come yet.
Koichi did direct a movie for adult fans
Yeah.
called Ninja vs. Shark.
Why does that sound like
Gonzo,
some
if you like not...
Look, that honestly sounds like something I would have seen on the Sci-Fi Channel at 1 in the morning.
There is a Blu-ray for 15 bucks from Media Blasters. You can buy it off their website. They won't tax you. It's free shipping. It'll cost as much as they say it costs. Dead ass.
I didn't know you were from New York.
I am not. What makes you say I am? Because I said dead ass?
Yeah. Speaking of dead ass, I saw something funny. Teen Titans, Robin, Starfire. Are you dead ass? Starfire. I am not dead, nor am I the ass.
I see
I
it.
am not dead, nor am I the ass. I am a Rorfian Sopgar.
That
So
sounds
you
like
gobbling nuts or something?
Dude, I'm gonna get the Warner Archive Blu-ray of Teen Titans because it comes with Trouble in Tokyo.
Oh, I do. I have the whole set.
If you got the Blu-ray, it came with Trouble in Tokyo. If you got the DVD, you still need Trouble in Tokyo.
I have both.
Then you're set.
Your arms tonight.
Must have been something I said on that live stream about Ford Racing 3.
I'm trying to think, what did I say on that live stream?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were off playing Kingdom Hearts.
No, I was just watching them play. I just sat there in the VC quiet.
Alright, that's right. Yes, I can bypass the wait stations because I'm hauling cattle. Which is also something I didn't know. It's like, but then again, it makes sense. Cattle haulers don't have to stop at wait stations. There was this one that I shared, and this guy was talking about hauling cows, and he was way overweight.
Sugarcane grows easily from small stem cuttings poked into the ground. I got this much, about 50 stalks.
Yeah, but I can't grow it because there's fucking neighborhood dogs that get into my damn garden.
From just one small
Or them stray dogs that get off into trash.
My grandma says she's gonna shoot them fucking dogs if they get off in the trash again.
That sounds like something my grandmother would say.
And I asked my grandma, I said, you gonna use live rounds or are you gonna use hollow points?
Please tell me she had something responded to that.
Well, I told her, I said, you gonna use BB or actual gun? She goes, we'll see when it happens again.
She gonna use the fucking 12 gauge.
No, she's got a replica antique pistol she uses.
Oh, so she like
Mamie's
Granny off of
strapped.
Looney Tunes.
Mammy, stay strapped.
Oh, so
That's the one time what I did.
Oh, so she's like she's like Granny off of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, she stays strapped.
Remember that part where Sylvester was off of that bearskin rug and Granny saw him? And pow, pow! Darn old bear playing possum for 20 years. She just walks out with a big ass 44 Magnum and starts shooting Sylvester. She shot Sylvester with that Magnum.
Turtle bear playing possum for 20 years.
That shit's fucking funny. Playing possum for 20 years.
20 yards. No, wait, the granny version.
Yeah.
That's literally my fucking grandma. Literally. That's Mammy. Playing possum for 20 yards. That's my grandma. That's Mammy. What, I forgot I can just call her Mammy, because that's what we call her anyway.
Alright, now that BS is taken care of, where I got turned around by accident,